Her message came in at exactly 7:42 a.m. I want a divorce. All communication through my lawyer. I stared at the screen for a long moment, coffee still steaming at my side. No explanation, no emotion, just business. 7 years of marriage. Ended like a subscription canceled with a click. I typed one word in reply. Understood. Then I set the mug down and returned to work. I met Claire in 2015. She was laughter in human form, wild, magnetic, the kind of woman who could light up a room just by entering it. I fell hard. We built a life together. The lake house, trips across Europe, dreams of a future that would never arrive. But behind that dazzling smile was a restless energy I mistook for ambition. In reality, it was a craving for control, attention, validation. I fed it for years, never noticing how much it drained me. The first crack appeared last December. Her phone lit up on the counter. A message from Jason. Just work, I told myself. But I noticed the way she always flipped her phone over after replying. By February, I knew she had been seeing him for months. Her co-worker, a married man. I realized then that a rational man has only one path when trust dies. Quiet, precise, methodical. I hired a private investigator, monitored bank statements, installed a keylogger on our shared laptop, archived every detail. Hotel receipts, gift charges, late-night text disguised as client emergencies. The initial pain burned, then settled into focus. I stopped reacting. I began planning. Step 1. Silence. She believed I was distant, preoccupied with work. Perfect. Let her think that. Meanwhile, I started taking control. Accounts, mortgage, car leases, insurance, gradually moving everything into my name. Next, I called my attorney, Lewis, a shark in the courtroom. We updated my will, changed beneficiaries, retitled investment accounts she'd never bothered to check. Then came the masterstroke. I moved every liquid asset, the savings she assumed would be hers, into a sealed, irrevocable trust. Legally flawless. Invisible. She kept smiling, convinced I was still the fool who adored her. So when her text arrived that morning, it didn't hurt. It only confirmed what I already knew. She thought she held the power, that she could humiliate me, make me beg, dictate terms. But her timing was terrible. That very day, I froze our joint credit cards, canceled her Bali trip, called the concierge service, revoked all privileges. Car lease returned, health insurance terminated. By the next morning, her phone was exploding. Canceled bookings, declined charges, overdraft alerts. She called me. I didn't answer. Noon came, her lawyer's voice on the line, tight. Mr. Hale, there seems to be a misunderstanding. Claire's financial accounts appear to be inaccessible. No misunderstanding, I replied. She requested communication through counsel. I'm complying. He hesitated. She's unable to pay her legal retainer. She's quite distressed. I'm sure she is, I said. And in the call, within hours, panic became visible. Emails, texts, missed calls. Each more desperate, colder than the last. Then she appeared at my office unannounced. Red eyes, smeared makeup. You can't do this to me, she hissed. You think this makes you a man? I looked at her calmly. I think it makes me free. Her lip trembled. Jason's wife filed for divorce last night. I interrupted. Looks like someone sent her the hotel receipts and photos. Her color drained. I didn't send them, I said, but someone did. True, I hadn't broken any law. I'd simply left an unmarked envelope on Mrs. Lang's doorstep. What she did next was on her. Claire stared, realization spreading like poison. Why now? Because you already ended it, I said. I just made it official. By week's end, Jason was fired for violating company policy. His wife froze his accounts and moved out. Claire was placed on unpaid leave, pending investigation. Meanwhile, I sat in Lewis's office, signing the final divorce papers. No alimony, no settlement, no shared assets. Every clause airtight. When her lawyer objected, Lewis smiled faintly. Your client forfeited financial rights by initiating separation without negotiation and committing adultery. Everything is documented. Silence followed. Long, heavy silence. Then she signed. A month later, I stood on the lake house deck. My house now, watching the sunset ripple across the water. The air smelled clean. Freedom has a scent, like rain on wood. The faint smoke of something finally burned away. She had moved into a small apartment across town, working part-time, trying to rebuild. I don't hate her. Hatred is caring, and I'm done caring. Sometimes I replay that morning in my mind, the cold finality of her text. Then I remember the quiet after my reply, the power of saying nothing. Revenge doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers through the ruins it leaves behind. And in that silence, I found peace. Understood.